Okay, so I've talked about this previously and I was going to talk about it again because I feel like I can better do it this time around. Basically, when I talk about reason, what I'm talking about is the strange kind of dynamic with finding a reason to do things after you start doing them. And what I want to kind of think out loud about is the kind of strange process of us assigning a reason to something after starting to do it, and that feeling kind of disingenuous. It feels disingenuous to add reason to something after the fact, even though I didn't do that thing initially for that reason. I bring up something like a memory of something I had, or of something from maybe high school or some sort of social thing, when I was talking to friends or when I was talking to people and I reacted in a certain way to certain events. At the time, I can, generally remember what reason I did, or what reason I reacted to whatever situation I was in. Yeah, so like I can look back on like some sort of memory I had from like 10, 15 years ago, and I remember the original reasons why whatever happened. But if I look back on it now and I'm like, well, with all my, stuff I've learned, and all how I've grown, I can see that the reason I did that thing was different than what I initially thought it was. Yeah, so I can look back on a situation from 10, 15 years ago and assign a different reason for why I did it than what I, originally did that for. And yeah, it feels disingenuous assigning feelings back on certain events because like if I what's a memory? Like I used to take long walks after high school. I would just walk around the neighborhood. And back then, my reasoning to do it was I just wanted some alone time. I just wanted to walk around the neighborhoods. It was enjoyable. Just being alone. It was peaceful. I didn't have earbuds in or anything. I just listened to the birds, the cars, whatever. But looking back on it, I can say that, I was probably depressed. Right? Now, me assigning these feelings to that memory, it might be true, but it to me, it feels a little disingenuous because, it might just, it might be like overriding those feelings. Yeah, so it feels disingenuous assigning reason and motive to things after the fact, because I initially didn't go into whatever with those emotions. Now, things can evolve, right? If I wanted to do a project like what we're doing here, this kind of thing evolves over time. And so the original reason I started streaming, in a year, it might be different, right? And so I guess that's a bit different. But what that is me assigning reason to future things, me assigning purpose and reason to what I'm doing today or what I'm doing tomorrow. But the reason I did it back then, I can't just change up that reason because it's just disingenuous. And maybe this doesn't matter. Maybe this doesn't matter. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. And that might be true. So like, and that's fine. I guess that's fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe I should stop thinking about it too much. Maybe I should stop thinking about it too much.